You've probably faked confidence before, walked in somewhere acting like you belonged, even though you were terrified. But sometimes that act stops feeling like an act. So when does pretending to be confident actually make you confident?
Why does fake confidence sometimes become real?
Right, so here's the thing, little buddy. Your body's got this alarm system, yeah? Every time you walk into a scary situation, it goes off. Heart's pumping, you're tense, all of that. But if you keep showing up anyway, keep walking into the room, keep doing the thing, your body starts to notice something. It notices you didn't die, you survived. And slowly, that alarm signal softens. It stops firing quite so loud. And here's the other bit. People don't think about, mate. Your posture, the way you're breathing, how loud your voice is, all of that feeds back into how you actually feel inside. Stand tall, breathe slower, and your body stops panicking quite so much. So what started as a performance, the acting confident bit, starts to feel a lot more natural because the body's learned it's not actually in danger anymore. It's not complicated, mate. The body just needed proof it was going to be all right.
Why does fake confidence sometimes become real?
Oh, friend, this is such a beautiful question because I think it speaks to something really hopeful about who we are. When you act confident, even just a little bit, and it goes, okay, something shifts inside you. This tiny voice says, maybe I can do this. And that voice, that little spark, it gives you the energy to try again. And when you try again, you create another chance for things to go well. And slowly, over time, it stops being about hype or pretending. It becomes something much more grounded than that. It becomes a history, a real, lived history of getting through things, of learning, of recovering when it didn't go perfectly, of growing. That is where genuine confidence comes from, friend. Not from convincing yourself you're amazing before you start, but from looking back and realizing, gently and honestly, that you've handled more than you thought you could. That proof is yours. Nobody can take it from you.
Yes, well, this is actually a rather important distinction that most people tend to gloss over entirely. Acting confident only becomes genuine confidence when the act produces actual, measurable competence. If performing confidence pushes you to speak up in a meeting, to seek feedback, to practice a skill, to make real decisions under pressure, well, then you begin accumulating evidence. Evidence that you can, in fact, perform. Your brain updates accordingly. However, and this is the critical part, if the confidence is purely superficial, if it's all bravado with no actual skill development underneath, then reality will eventually contradict the performance rather sharply. A setback comes along, the facade cracks, and the whole thing collapses rather spectacularly. So the mechanism only works when the act is paired with genuine learning. Yes. Put simply, fake confidence becomes real only when the acting pushes you to actually get better.
Why does fake confidence sometimes become real?
Oh, sweetheart, I think what so many people miss is how much the people around you matter in all of this. Because when you act confident, you're not doing it in a vacuum, are you? You're doing it in front of others. And if the people around you respond well, if they listen to you, give you space, treat you like someone capable and worth hearing, something really special starts to happen. You begin to internalize that. You start to think, well, maybe this is just who I am. The group is reflecting a version of you back at you, and you grow into it. But dear, it really does work both ways. If the environment is harsh, if people shame you or dismiss you for trying, then the same behavior can start to feel like fraud. It can make you feel more exposed, not less. We all need somewhere safe enough to practice being our best selves, and that space, that gentle acceptance from others, is what lets the confidence take root.
Oh, baby, listen. What people call fake confidence, I call a version of yourself that just ain't had permission to show up yet. That's all it is. You've been sitting on something real, something that's genuinely yours, and you just ain't let it out because somewhere along the way, somebody made you feel like you were too much, or not enough, or just plain different. So you try it on. You speak your opinion out loud. You take up a little space. You let your personality breathe. And honey, somewhere in the middle of all that practicing, you realize it actually fits. It isn't a mask anymore. But here's the thing, and this part matters. It only becomes truly real when it lines up with who you actually are, your values, your truth, your whole self. The moment you're performing confidence to become somebody else entirely, that's when it stays hollow. Real confidence, baby, is just you finally deciding to be yourself on purpose.
Why does fake confidence sometimes become real?
My child, a seed does not become a tree by pretending to be one, and yet it must push through the soil before it knows what it is capable of. Acting confident is much the same. Each time you step forward and the moment does not destroy you, something in you quietly updates. The body softens its alarm. The mind gathers its small proofs. The people around you begin to see you differently, and in their eyes you catch a glimpse of someone capable, and you begin to believe it too. But this only holds when the acting is honest enough to invite real learning, when you are willing to adapt, to be corrected, to grow. Brittle confidence, the kind built only on performance with nothing underneath, breaks the moment life leans against it. The confidence that lasts is not the loudest. It is the kind that was tested quietly, again and again, until it simply became the truth of who you are.
If you made it this far, you're gonna want to see what comes next. Hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video, and click the video on screen now to keep learning more. See you in the next video.